Welcome to Flash of Insight. I'm Catherine Tobias, founder and CEO of InsightWise. At InsightWise, we're tired of the doom and gloom about how AI is replacing consultants. And we think it's time to flip the script to showcase the reality. AI is actually making the best consultants more irreplaceable than ever before. Tune into Flash of Insight to hear quick chats with leading consultants across the globe, pioneering the future, sharing tangible examples of how they are using AI to transform value propositions and delivery models, and ultimately amplify impact for their clients and communities. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Liam Hoffman. Liam, welcome. Can you share a bit about yourself?
Hey, Catherine, thank you so much for having me. My name is Liam Hoffman. I'm the head of AI or artificial intelligence at the Strategy Group. The Strategy Group is a boutique consultancy based in Sydney, in Australia, and we specialize across three domains being customer experience, employee experience, and also AI and how that fits into those other two domains. We mainly help organizations in terms of building strategies, but also in capability building and also transformation initiatives.
Fantastic. So, how is AI making you more irreplaceable than ever for your clients?
Look, I think there's a couple of different ways it's been doing that over the past few years. One of those ways is we're a small boutique consultancy. We're between 11 to 20 people at any given point in time, and part of that is we're resource constrained sometimes on some projects. So the ability to be able to use AI as sort of a sounding board for ideas, to address potential scenarios or challenges that may come up, sort of as an assistant, which I know it's been sold to us as many times before, whether that's on ChatGPT or any of the foundational models, just to get a bounce around some ideas for something related to what a client wants, answering questions about particular topics, but also in the research space. A lot of the work we do, we start by understanding customer needs, and part of that is conducting research with customers. So we often go out to them, conduct these interviews, often in large batches, and then come back and do analysis. Yes, with tools like AI, especially InsightWise in this case as well, it's always good to sort of have that second opinion to make sure the themes you've heard throughout the process are aligned to someone else's opinion as well. And I guess InsightWise has very much helped just validate my thoughts and pull everything together and articulate it in a way that really gives me a good understanding of what those customer needs are, or what the themes that came out of that research are as well. Um, I think AI has also been really, really helpful in being able to accelerate not only the time to iterate things like prototypes, concepts, deliverables, artifacts, whatever you want to call them. I think a lot of the tools, such as they call them the vibe coding tools these days, tools like Replit, Lovable, really offer people with less technical skills of coding, programming, things like that to be able to create really remarkable things very, very quickly, and iterate on them very, very quickly. So in the context of consulting, we could have a number of recommendations that come out of a particular strategy, and the idea would be to develop some sort of new solution for a particular initiative. We can really quickly now prototype that and create something really high fidelity, really realistic, really close to production worthy, very quickly using some of those tools. And I think that's just a huge game changer for us to be able to adapt, move really fast, iterate things really fast, and give our clients a visualization of basically what's possible moving forward. So I think that's been a really good space as well. And look, I think the last one here is also at the strategy group, we have a very diverse client base. It ranges quite wide, and oftentimes we're not always working on the same in the same industry over and over again. That's part of our unique value proposition as well, as being able to take that outside and approach and apply it to different industries. In saying that, we always want to come to the client using an empathetic mindset and being able to understand their context and their industry quite well. And I think just in general, our models have really helped in that aspect, in being able to pick up concepts really quickly, learn things really quickly about particular industries, and so sort of being able to meet the clients where they're at in their journeys, in a way that at least to us is, okay, we understand where you're coming from. We understand the complexities that you're dealing with. I think those three cover sort of the diverse ways that AI has really sort of helped push our firm forward, on top of being obviously able to do a lot more work, a lot more quality work, a lot more iteration and things like that.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that level of detail. I mean, I'm a big fan myself of the tools that you've mentioned, and I think that ability to really bring to life what previously would just have sat in a pack or on a page or
Mm.
maybe gathering dust on a shelf, hopefully
Yeah.
not, but really bring those kinds of strategies to life, show the potential, and even prove some early ROI
Yeah.
and make that real is just so powerful. So that's wonderful to hear what you're doing, Liam. And finally, what excites you about the future of consulting? Where are we going?
Yeah, look, I mean, I could say a lot of things in relation to consulting and AI and just being able to, automate the more admin tasks, which I'm sure every organization is doing. Agents are a great way to do that as well. But I think for the strategy group, we sort of are pretty open. We're always focused on the client needs and what they're ultimately trying to achieve. And that means not sticking to methodology or specific frameworks too much. We do try to be a lot more flexible and adapt to things as they come up, which happens all the time. There's never sort of a perfect linear step-by-step process to anything, and I think that's just the way it works. So AI and really offers us the opportunity to be more flexible with our clients around whether it's developing, prototypes a lot faster, whether it's scoping out scenarios for the future operating model, whatever it is. I think the future of consulting is really that ability for consultants to be agile and to be flexible with their clients, to ultimately give them tangible outputs and what they want at the end of the day, which is the most important thing. We're in the trust business.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me, Liam. That was a wonderful and really valuable conversation. Be sure to catch the next episode of Flash of Insight and join our community as we build the future of consulting together.